You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher had a hell of a rough night last night in a victory over Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. For full disclosure, just a friendly reminder, I actually picked the Cowboys to win this game. Even though I'm a massive Tom Brady fan, I just felt like the Cowboys have a better team. I think Tampa Bay's a mess. I don't think Tampa Bay is constructed to play in a manner in which Tom Brady likes to play. Likes fast, big tight ends, a great slot receiver, and he's kind of, I'll take a couple of outside threats, but, I'd rather have the other two and a running game. Well, the three things he wants, this team doesn't have, and their offensive line sucks. So that's all just a side note. So Brett Maher had a rough night. He missed 4 extra points last night. Okay? And today, we wake up with questions that we just didn't think we'd be asking or coming out or going into that game and coming out of it. And it'd be one thing if it was 1 or 2 people. We've got a lot of ex-NFL players. We got a Vegas insider talking about point shaving this morning. I shit you not, out of Brett Maher. And I thought they were kidding. I don't think they're kidding. There's too many of them. And so we'll get to that. It's pretty wild. The Cowboys have said he will be back. He will be back next week. They're not going to cut him. Look, he's been a really damn good field goal kicker this year. But he's got a case of the yips at a bad time. He does. Brett Maher had a bad night to have the yips. I don't know if he picked a bad night to have the yips or not. I mean, they won the game, but you'd rather have them on a 4-touchdown night instead of a game where you're, within 2 points, something like that. Maher, the Dallas Cowboys kicker, had a good regular season. He was 50 of 53 on extra points and 90.6 on his field goals. Then on Monday night, he couldn't hit anything. In an NFC wildcard playoff game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Maher missed all 3 extra points in the first half. That as many as he missed in 17 regular season games. According to ESPN Stats and Info, Maher became the first player to miss 3 extra points in a playoff game. Then he set an NFL record by missing his 4th early in the third quarter. The Cowboys led 24-0, but Maher had left 4 points on the field. And the whole time last night I was thinking, what happens if Tampa Bay wins by, 5 or 4 or whatever, In the fourth quarter, the Cowboys passed on a field goal attempt on a 4th and 4, not trusting Maher. They scored a touchdown, and Maher did make an extra point to end the streak. The Cowboys won 31-14. Okay, so, Dak Prescott did say, that, hey, he played like shit last week, and, everybody has a bad game. Jerry Jones has said Maher's been too good to cut. And then we've got this. Bro Bible. NFL media now accusing Cowboys kicker of point shaving after game ends 0.5 points below Vegas total. Yikes. I didn't see this twist coming from people, but people seem to be not kidding about this, actually. Brett Maher became the center of attention for all the wrong reasons on Monday night, despite his team landing its first road playoff win in 3 decades. That's ridiculous. His performance was the focal point of criticism. Maher had a historically bad night, missing 4 extra points in the Cowboys' 31-14 win over the Bucs. Those missed kicks have many sports bettors upset. The over-under for this postseason matchup, closed at 45.5. And wouldn't you know it, the game would end just shy of that total. A half a point short, in fact, with Maher botching 4 of his 5 PATs. Many are now suggesting there was a motive behind the misses. Wow, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. While this was likely an awful case of the yips, some in the media insinuated that the kicker was point shaving. A plethora of notable football personalities jokingly posted their reactions to Maher's miserable night. I don't think they were doing this in any joking manner. Derek Mason, wide receiver, damn good one back in the day. Is the kicker point shaving? Robert Griffin III. We got to check Brett Maher's phone records at this point. Something is up. He wasn't the only one thinking it. Fred Taylor, the legendary running back for the Jags. At this point, I'd say he's point shaving or trying to get cut this week. Former pro quarterback and Ohio State quarterback Cardell Jones wrote, quote, check 19's bank account. Buddy might be point shaving. Sheena Quick. Nah, Maher is point shaving. Gotta be. Joe Osborne of Vegas Insider asked, quote, Maher point shaving? Question mark. In caps, we need answers. Entering the game, Brett Maher had missed just 6 extra points over 4 seasons. He nearly doubled that career total on Monday night. Luckily, the missed kicks didn't come back to haunt the Dallas Cowboys. The team will move on, of course, to play the 49ers this weekend in Santa Clara. I thought that was interesting when I saw this morning because, you know, they can act like these guys were joking around. I don't really believe that. I think there was something to that, and when the Vegas Insider actually brings up point shaving, that's more than a couple of folks that brought it up. A lot of people brought it up. By the way, there was 92,000 tweets about Brett Maher this morning, like 5 minutes ago, before I hit record on this video at 8:30 in the morning. Interesting. Never crossed my mind as he was missing field goals. I'm not one of these people that looks at Twitter while I'm watching a game. Never crossed my mind the idea of point shaving. That's interesting. I heard that. I found that interesting. I was like, oh, point shaving. Yikes. Just that being brought up, you got to wonder, will the NFL snoop around behind the scenes? Don't they have to? I mean, you're in bed with all these betting agencies now. Maybe they won't, specifically because of that. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.